Hi guys, Crafting with Becky here, and I have just finished this, what I got for my birthday. Back to the Future car. And since I'm a fan of the first one, that's where it all started, that's my favorite, that's the one that I built, complete with the hook. This car has lots of features and a very fat book to build it with. And this is what you're left over, because not only can you build this number one, but you can build all three versions. And you get a light brick, so you got that flux capacitor. Drive before opening, shield face from light. And you get a tiny Doc and Marty with the little signpost. That's 1.21 gigawatts and 88 miles an hour. There's two faces on Doc and Marty. This is the separate one for Doc. Marty's other face looks kind of terrified or angry. Maybe he's mad because Doc didn't take his ideas. So they just stand on the little signpost that you put next to your car. I didn't want to lose the stickers. They came with 2 pages of stickers. Obviously that big one was the time machine. So I used everything. I went ahead and did the second license plate for the next car model. I built the Mr. Fusion, which is supposed to have an extra brick, but since I built this car, it's underneath that one. There are lots of bricks with different features on them. This is an extra one, and you'll see some shiny pieces here, and this is the first time I've ever seen something new like that in this set. And it is on this car, so you can see the difference. This is regular gray brick, and these are shiny. I'll show you in a second. They will let you know when you're supposed to use these shiny pieces. And so, since you can build all 3 styles of cars, and I just built the first one, all this extra is left over. And of course, you get a brick separator. The times I've needed one of these, that wouldn't work for me. So you can really tell the difference in the shiny brick and the regular brick. See, here's regular gray, and here's the shiny one. Regular gray isn't as shiny. It's not as pretty. It doesn't have that sheen to it. So I also built somewhat of this engine that goes on the top on that third one. I was missing some of the hose, but I used all the hose here. Of course, you get your flux capacitor. There's the light brick in there. And they tell you on the box that there's batteries in it and to not eat the batteries. If little kids swallow these, they can cause internal chemical burns. I wouldn't even try that. This isn't like eating a tablespoon of cinnamon or popcorn off the ceiling, which isn't really popcorn. These gull-wing doors, which is what they're called, really do open, and they close kind of by themselves. There is the stickers for the year in there. There's some of these pieces I feel like they're not well secured, and they can come loose, so you just have to be careful. Otherwise, it's a pretty neat build. It's the DMC. This hood, you can get your little nail in there and find the hoverboard from the second one. That was a sticker, of course. And also the extra plutonium. See, I built the one with the plutonium, so here's the extra. And this took 3 stickers. There's 2 there and 1 there. Plutonium handle with care. Well, this isn't really plutonium, but it's a prop. So there you go. 2 in there, and it just sets right back there on those gray bricks. Set it in there. And the hoverboard hooks onto that black one with the overhang. Gotta flip it around. So he can go flying. Well, it was on there. Okay, anyway. So you've got that, and you've got this place to push the button, and there's your flux capacitor. And it doesn't stay on, so, of course, out of time. And that's the license plate for the second car to build. And so this is quite a fat book. You can see how fat it is. And I think it's really neat. They give you pictures from the movie, and also some trivia in English, I believe French and Spanish. So there's the first one, and here's the third one in front of the train. Looks like it's got train wheels there. And there's the Mr. Fusion. Of course, we've built that. Tells you how they came about the design. This is one of the designers, Sven Franek. And then you get into it. You've got 10 bags here. Of course, you got your little brick separator. And then you've got the bags to fix all of them. There's your first style, your second style, and your third style, which I built somewhat of that. And it is neat. They give you little trivia bits as you go throughout. Of course, I'm having to turn to all the pages that don't have one. It'll tell you which bag you're coming to. In case you've never built Legos, this is very handy. I think back when I was little, you just had to just start building. Here's one. Peterson Automotive Museum in Los Angeles. So if anybody's in there, car A is there. It doesn't even start to look anything like anything until you get to like bag 7 or 8, and then you're like, oh look, this looks like something. Way here in the back, on page 240, they'll ask you what car would you like to build? And I chose the first one, so you go on to that page. If you wanted to do the second one, they'll tell you where to go. And the third one, the way I see it, if you're going to build a time machine into a car, why not do it with some style? That's a quote by Emmett Brown. So since I did the first one, you just turn the page and there you go on. Eventually you'll all finish. See, here's that second license plate, which I did. I didn't want to lose the page with all the stickers, so I went ahead and built that and the Mr. Fusion. And Mr. Fusion has the banana and the beer can in here. It's got that little tab on top, but it's just gold. Nothing special. So there's your Mr. Fusion there. And when you get to the end, there's it, building it. I had to use my extra brick in the back of my car here. Mr. Fusion was created from a Krups 223 coffee grinder. So if it looks familiar, that's why. And there's the engine that I kind of sort of built without that. I had to use that right here. I had to have 2 of those for my model, for the first model. So you build all that and you get to this page, and then you've built your signpost with Doc and Marty. And so I did that. I built Mr. Fusion, and this as far as I could go so I could use those stickers. And the rest is just extra. So whichever one you decide to use, make sure you keep them. And this is something I got this year. It's a Lego stackable. And I've already got some extra pieces in here. I do have more than one Lego set. So if you're looking for some challenging piece to do, I would recommend this. It's got 1,872 pieces for 18 plus, but if you're really good at it, I guess you can. But just be careful about the batteries. Don't be eating those. These are something to play with, but not something to eat. So please be careful of the batteries, and don't let any of your little siblings, older siblings, old people get near it and eat the batteries or whatever. So there you see, used all my stickers and everything, and so now I'm done. So I challenge you to get one and put it together and have fun. All right, bye.